So let's go over the short run Phillips curve and the long run Phillips curve and what they represent. In economics, as we've seen, there's a trade-off governments have to choose between inflation and unemployment, and it's very logical. If your economy, if everybody is working, they all have disposable income, they're all buying goods and services, so the price of goods and services go up. When unemployment is low, price levels go up. Versus if there's a recession and there's a high rate of unemployment, people are saving money, they're not spending, so people are not spending, price levels are coming down. So the short run Phillips curve looks like this. It's just a trade-off between inflation and unemployment. We can have high unemployment and low inflation, or high inflation and low unemployment, or anything in between. In the long run Phillips curve, as we know from the long run aggregate supply, in the long run, there is no trade-off between inflation and unemployment. We're at the natural rate of unemployment. So the long run Phillips curve looks like this. And depending on the economy, we'll call it 5%. This is the natural rate of unemployment in the long run. Now, one of the things that can be tricky with the Phillips curve is this x-axis, which is unemployment. If this is 5% unemployment, if we were in a recession, we're going to do this, R for recession, we might move from equilibrium to a recession because this shows higher unemployment and lower inflation. And the tricky part here is we're so used to working with our LRAS ASAD model, and the axes are a little different. So let me explain. Here, this shows unemployment. So this would be higher unemployment, this would be lower unemployment. On our ASAD model, this shows output. In reality, this shows employment. So even though we call this 5%, reality it's 95% employment, and we infer 5% unemployment. So the trick is a recession is over here because this is higher than 5% unemployment. Remember, this shows output. So this means the economy is producing less. But a recession on our Phillips curve will be to the right because this is actually showing unemployment. And that could be a little tricky and confusing.